What's up, guys? So we are back for part 3 of the NU session, and today you may notice that I do have a slightly different layout, and that is courtesy of Tommy Pyrotaz, because I decided I would try out his skin for Showdown, just to spice things up a little bit. But enough about that. That's really all I have to say before the battle starts. So why don't we just get into it? We do have an interesting matchup, which. Before we start, I assume this is Sashed, Sleep Powder, Hurricane, Bug Buzz. This is probably Stealth Rock's dual screens. This is definitely Weakness Policy. That's probably Defensive. This might be Life Orb or Choice Specs. It's probably going to be Nasty Plot if it's not Specs. This is probably going to be Physical, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of switching and stuff like that, but looking at his team, I don't have a reason not to lead off with my Luxray, as he leads off with his Carbink, which is okay. I'm just gonna Volt Switch because this thing's really way too bulky, and I'm not sure what to do about it. But let's see. He doesn't have anything on his team for a Ghost type attack, so I'm just gonna go into my Mismagius now, as he does set up the Reflect, which is great because I can get the Shadow Ball out before he sets up the light screen and do some pretty solid damage at 32%. This thing's definitely specially defensive. And unfortunately he does have these screens up for quite a while now. I'm assuming he has the Light Clay. And let me turn my music down just a little bit. Can't hear very well. But still, I want to go. Can't do really much of anything else, so he might just set up these Stealth Rocks here. Yeah. And I probably could have taken an opportunity to go into my Leafeon, actually, and gone for the Swords Dance, but you live and you learn. So, Safeguard. That's no statuses, right? That's kind of weird. So I'm trying to think of what he would switch in on a Shadow Ball. I guess it's too late now to switch out into Leafeon, like I was kind of planning on. I know he can't touch Leafeon, but he's going to save it. And he goes into his Mismagius anyway, and that takes a lot of damage. And he's leftovers, so I'm going to risk the Speed Tie right here. And I win it, so that's good. That means his Mismagius is no longer a threat, and it probably was a sub Nasty Plot set, so I don't know if it would have KO'd me anyway. This is a huge problem though, because he's going to set up a Shell Smash in my face, but I absolutely cannot afford to let him do it for free. And I'm kind of nervous because he might be able to set up another one. Oh, he's not even... Oh, that's right, he's Weakness Policy. So he's gonna kill me here. But oh no, he didn't go for Aqua Jet or outspeed me, which is kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting either of those things. Maybe he was expecting to outspeed, but now I'm in a very commanding position because he goes... Oh, he's Scarf Luxray, which is fine. Don't have anything to switch into this, so what I think I'm going to do is let this die and then go into my Leafeon. And I'm going to set up the Swords Dance. If he switches directly into his... He's not going to switch directly into his... what do you call it? Vivillon, I don't think. So I'm just going to go for the SD and go for the knockoff on pretty much anything else that comes in. Sorry if you heard a clack right there. My headphones kind of dropped. And this is actually fantastic right here. I'm gonna reposition the cord because I know he can't touch. No, I have to go for the attack, because honestly, if I went for another swing, I mean, he can get up the Reflect, but I'm just gonna go for another SD, and that'll basically negate it. And I can just go for knockoff, I guess. I'm sure it'll knock this thing out at +3. He goes into Dusknoir, which is great because I can hit that and one-hit KO it. Forget you, Dusknoir, you suck. Nothing on his team outspeeds me except for the Luxray, which, to be honest, might be able to KO me with something, but I don't really know what. He seems to be Guts. Oh, he misses the Ice Fang. Ooh. I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, I don't really feel that bad. I'm not invested at all, so I guess you could say that probably mattered, but it doesn't matter because at this point, my Floatzel just wins me the battle, and he goes for Sleep Powder, which was not an optimal play, so I'm just going to go ahead and win with Leafeon, I guess. He really should have just gone for Bug Buzz or Hurricane if he felt like it. I think Bug Buzz would have done the job, but, you know, whatever. Sleep Powder was not a good play, so I guess Jacob 1007 is not my optimal opponent, but what are you going to do? So he's going to send in this Carbink here, or forfeit. Yeah, okay. So we're just going to go ahead and get another battle. Get two more, I guess. So at least I did start off that battle with a win, or excuse me, the session with a win. Right here I'm expecting... He's got really fat Mons, to be honest. This might even be an offensive-ish Seismitoad, considering that he's got these two as a core, along with... Man, this whole team is really fat. Honestly, I'm going to lead off with my... what do you call this? Archeops. I don't know if I'm going to be able to break through this core exactly. Very easily. I'm going to go for the U-turn, even though I think the switch into Ferroseed's a little obvious. No, it's not that obvious. But expecting maybe a Thunder Wave or a Screen. He's going to Calm Mind? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is so dangerous. I know Signal Beam's not going to do jack. Signal Beam is not very strong, so I'm just going to have to... Oh man, I don't know what to do. I'm going to Volt Switch. Oh god, that did nothing. Hopefully he goes for another Calm Mind or something here. He goes for the sub, which is okay, because that brings him just one step closer to dying. A lot less damage that I have to do to him in one hit. Psyshock doesn't KO me because Uxie's not that strong. And I'm not really scared of Audino, I guess. Am I? I'm predicting the switch into Audino, but I feel like a lot of things can come in and set up on it, so I'm just gonna go for this. Yeah, he does go into Audino. Sorry I skipped that, I just didn't want to see the animation. So, he's probably gonna wish. Is he gonna wish? What's he gonna do? He's gonna knock off. That's what he's gonna do. And to be fair, I think... no. Man, I don't have anything. I'd really like to switch into my... Fuck it. I'm gonna switch into Leafeon. I'm expecting the knockoff. Oh, the double edge. Okay, okay. Not bad. But, this is a free SD for me, so the Ferroseed is definitely a potential switch in, but I'm gonna go for the knockoff here anyway. Because he has no reason not to go into either Ferroseed, Togetic, or Uxie, and I'd rather get the Eviolites knocked off of Ferroseed or Togetic. He goes into... That's gone. Yeah, Flareon has pretty bad physical defense, if I remember correctly. It's basically the opposite of Leafeon's defenses, whereas Leafeon has very high defense. It has low special defense, and that did so much. Man, Leafeon, you're so strong. I have no reason not to go for the X-Scissor. how much that knockoff did. Twice as much almost as he's got. I think another knockoff could kill, so I'm just gonna go for that. Yeah, it does. And this thing is really crippled right now, so he could try and set up on me with the Uxie. I wouldn't recommend it. He might as well kill me. And I do have HP Grass on my Mag Mortar and Energy Ball for this. So I'm just gonna go. If he sets up his rocks here, he's a fool who relies on hacks, but I'm expecting the Earth Power or Scald, yeah. So that's fine. So I don't need Mag Mortar for much except for this. So it's pretty obvious that I have the hidden power. Grass. I don't think this person's a bad player. So what I want to do is pull that nice double switch into this guy. Expecting Togetic or something to come in. And I'm gonna Ice Punch, do a chill amount. He's probably got T-Wave. No, he's got Toxic. So what I can do here is he's probably gonna Wish and go into this and go for the T-Bolt, I guess. I don't know. Really? Okay. I'm gonna HP Grass here. I mean, if he wants to just play around like that, he can, but no, he makes the wrong call. I don't know, he switched out of my Mag Mortar, maybe thinking that I was choiced. He might have thought I was choiced. I guess he didn't expect me to be the Life Orb set. That's the only thing I could imagine. So I unintentionally baited him there, and Uxie comes in, which I don't know. I'm gonna go for the Flamethrower. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I don't need this as much as I anything else. And he doesn't take me out with the Psyshock, so he's only got 2 walls, and it's gonna be kind of annoying to break through them. But I do have old Archeops back here with the ultra powerful Acro. And he's got Toxic, I know, so... Oh man, this thing has got to be physically defensive. So what I'm going to do is go for the U-turn. This thing's... I'm going to be pretty annoyed if I lose to stall. But I guess at the same time I would kind of deserve it. Ooh, no, I can trick my specs off to something. And go for the Volt Switch here. Expecting nothing in particular. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna trick off my specs here. There's nothing he can do to stop me from doing that, and something's gonna get crippled. I'd prefer if it was the Togetic, but Audino works too. So that's what I'll do. He's got Double Edge, I believe, is what I saw earlier, right? So I don't know if he can even touch this with his Audino. He might have Toxic as well, but something's getting crippled. And I kind of wish I had Switcheroo on my Floatzel right now to make them useless. But oh, he does let me trick the Eviolite off of his what you call this. So I'm just gonna go for the Shadow Ball until I die, I guess. And if he wants to switch out into his Audino right now, I'm just gonna yeah. And he's gonna go for the... I should have tricked right there. I was really thinking about it. But he's just going to go for Protect right here, so I can go into my Luxray, get that nice -1 attack for no reason. And then Superpower. That's fine, because then I expect him to go into his Togetic, so I will be going into my Floatzel as he does so. Get a nice Ice Punch off, KO that, and he's gonna go for the Protect right here. He goes for the Double Edge. I think he's kind of given up at this point, which is great, because I don't think he can win. I don't know what he expects, but he's gonna take this Superpower and he's gonna go for Wish, I guess, but don't know how well he'll take it. And he just goes for the Double Edge, which is also great. So I think I'll be able to take him out with another Superpower, even at -1, even if he goes for the Protect, which is really annoying. I'm hoping so anyway, and he will still do some damage to himself. I think I'll be able to KO this thing if I can stop him from getting up a Wish. So yep, GG. I really didn't think I was going to win that one, but it turns out I can break through that hyper offense. I made some good plays, I think. And we're going to find one more, just one more, and we'll call that a part. Okay, so, oh, get out of there. Oh, no, there we go. So I'm expecting the same thing from this carbon, because the other one we saw kind of a dual screens. This might lead off for no, this one's got rocks. This is probably just offensive. This is kind of an interesting team, but nothing stops me from leading off with this, going for the EQ, just getting off some real nice damage as he sets up the Trick Room. Ooh. Nothing on his team expressly threatens my Leafeon, I guess. That was a really ballsy play. Now I could go for the Leaf Blade right here. I'm gonna go for the SD as he Toxics. Ew, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna get this nice Leaf Blade. Oh god, Explosion. Okay. So that sucks. I didn't expect the Explosion. Mushi comes in. That's a bummer. I don't have anything that wants to take a hit from this. But I'd really like to have X Scissor and the Leaf Blade. No, I don't need it. So he has Signal Beam of his own, and he's Life Orb. Oh, sweet! Alright. That's pretty good. So, I don't know. I want to bring this in, but I expect that'll bait in the Kecleon, and I'd really like to have my specs. And I don't want to trick the Kecleon my choice specs, is the thing. But I also don't want to be a step behind. I think I can risk doing that, though, and just going into the Kecleon switch is too painfully obvious, but I want to be able to intimidate it, so that's what I'll do. Yeah, that's fine. Leon S. Keck, that's cool. You do that. You do you, boo-boo. I'm gonna go into my this, make it kind of obvious that I have this superpower as he goes for the Trick Room. I'm just gonna superpower anyway as he goes into Marowak, which was a little bit more expected. This thing takes that hit really well. Man, I was not accounting for a Trick Room team, I can tell you that much. But I really don't know what to do about it. I'm gonna go into my Mismagius here, as he does go for the knockoff. I was expecting something like that, but I'm kind of screwed. I don't know. I'm gonna go for the Ice Punch here as a safe middle ground. He has two grass types. I don't know if he expects he'll knock me out or not, but I think the safer play for him is to go into one of his grass types, particularly his Exeggutor. So we'll see about that. Yeah, Trick Room is definitely taken me aback. It's definitely a direct counter strategy to what I've got going. So, oh my goodness, that thing is too strong. Yeah, I lose. I can't stop it. I cannot stop it. Okay, he gets a crit. I didn't have an item. So, save me. Save me. Why would you even do that? Expecting the HP grass? I don't know. I don't have an option, but he just goes for the Shadow Sneak, which is alright. Alright, well I die on switching, so... Oh, he stays in. Why? To get up the Trick Room. Alright, well I have a chance. Maybe. If Signal Beam is strong enough to defeat these things, which it's not, then, and I don't die, then yeah. But I know that Marowak can just come in and revenge kill me, so that's going to be a loss. I guess I have to get another battle. I don't want to get 4, but I don't want to lose as the end of the video. So I might have to do that. My back is killing me right now. Oh god, I don't know how long I've been recording either. He just stays in, goes for the return, which is fine. Trick Room just messed me up, so I'm gonna give him a GG. And hopefully I won't run into Trick Room again on the next one, because that completely fucked over my super speedy team. Ugh, so mad. Not that mad. I've been madder. I've been more mad, bruh. So, we've got an interesting team. Unpheasant, really. Huh. Quillfish might be spike stacking. He doesn't have any ground types or volt absorbers, so I'm going to lead with Tunderbowt as a cautionary measure, because he does have 2 things weak to electric. Nothing that even resists electric except for Dragalge. So I can count on that being he's about to dunk on me. We'll see. So I'm just gonna go ahead and volt switch out. I mean, we intimidate each other, so he's just gonna set up that spiky spike, and I'm gonna go into my Archeops here as he does so, and then U-turn out. Yeah, Flounder, this team doesn't have a check to Archeops, so you best come correct, son. And I'm just gonna give him the I don't know, I don't want to go into this to avoid the whatchamacallit, but at the same time, like, my biggest concern is that he goes into Scarf Unpheasant, or maybe, I don't know, how fast is Unpheasant? He does go into Unpheasant, to which I'm faster, and I'm gonna go into this. Hope he doesn't get the crit with Night Slash, which he will. But yeah, he does. But then I can just go for the nice Volt Switch again as he goes into Dragalge. and you know, go from there. He goes in Mismagius. Not a great play, as I can just go into... Ooh, is he Scarf Mismagius? Jesus. I don't know if he's Scarf Mismagius or not. No, he's not. So what's taking this crunch? IMO, nothing. And I believe by his statement that nothing on his team had anything for Archeops, I'm gonna go ahead and say that nothing on his team is faster exactly. So he might take this opportunity to set up. That is a possibility. He could set up with his Cling Clang. He goes into this. I want to save this for Rapidash, but I don't want to switch anything else in on this thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and crunch, see what happens. He goes for the turn. That's fine, because I can just go into this, intimidate him, and Volt Switch will knock him out, so there's that. I guess his friend is 6-foot Flounder. I guess this guy is trying to give him advice and say maybe you could take a Volt Switch, but he doesn't know my spread. Yeah, he hasn't seen anything from me except for... Oh my god. That's so fucking stupid. He's being a little douche. But no matter. Where are your switch-ins to this now? Nowhere to be found? I know that he's got Cling Clang who might be able to set up right now, but I don't care. Because I can go into this. It doesn't get Earthquake as far as I remember. And then I'm gonna bait. He's gonna be like, oh, I gotta switch, so I'm gonna go for the EQ. Unless he really wants to stay in, that'll really piss me off. But no, he does go into Dragology, so he can eat that. And I'm in a great position. So we're gonna go ahead and EQ some more. And see what happens. Yeah, he probably should have subbed and double returned. But what are you gonna do? Because now I can How fast is this? $105. I just gotta go for the EQ. I knew he was gonna do that, but now I can go into Archeops and just EQ, preventing him from setting up at all. Because if I went into my is he gonna shift gear? Okay. It's gonna be close. But at +1, let's see. Gonna go for that nice, powerful knockoff. Come on. Nice. Fades. Little bastard. He's gonna substall me, you piece of shit. Oh, that pisses me off. Justice. Dunked. Whatever. You disgust me. Absolute trash. Yep, I trash talked him. I'm out. And that's the end of this. So if you enjoyed, thank you very much. Leave a like and a comment and tell me what you thought. And I'll catch you all in part 4. Peace.